So I've been reading this book called Surprised by Hope by N.T. Wright, and one of the points that has really stuck out to me that N.T. brings out, and yes, N.T. and I are on a two-initial basis. Sorry, I had to grab my camcorder. And so N.T. is talking about the resurrection and the fact that resurrection is an event in time, and that is something that all the Jews believed in except for the Sadducees, which they denied the resurrection. And so it just makes me think that you've got these Jews who for hundreds of years have believed in this single event that is going to happen in their history, that whether it be through prophecies in Isaiah or Jeremiah, that there is going to be this utopia, this new earth, a place where everything is perfect. And part of that happening is the resurrection, where the dead who have passed on will be restored to life, rescued from Sheol, and everybody's going to be together again. And I find it interesting that I've preached sermons before based on the John 11 chapter where Jesus raised Lazarus from the dead, and one of the sisters comes to Jesus and says, basically, why didn't you come? If you would have come now, or if you would have come earlier, Lazarus wouldn't be dead. And Jesus is saying, well, do you believe that I can raise him from the dead? And she says, yes, Lord, I believe he will be raised back to life in the resurrection on the last day. And C.S. Lewis brings this out, I believe it's in Mere Christianity, where Jesus looks at the sister and says, I am the resurrection. And what C.S. brings out, because C.S. and I are also on first two initial basis. He calls me AB. And so Jesus seems to transcend normal life. He transcends death and life. He transcends all these things. And all things are subject to him. And Jesus says, I am the resurrection. And so often we see the resurrection as an event in history, much like the Jews did. But Jesus, like he always does, comes and redefines everything and says, I am the resurrection. This event isn't just an event, it's a person. And I'm that person that death will be swallowed up in and life will be restored. It's going to be in me. And so I've just been pondering on those things. There's still a lot more to ponder, but just wanted to share that with you.